Governor Philip Lowe has branded Labor's contentious tax package a recipe for failure after it finally passed through Parliament. Joining us to discuss today's headlines, Independent MP Dai Le and ALP President Wayne Swan. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Wayne, Philip Lowe has called taxes on capital gains outside of property a recipe for failure. He's worried it'll badly impact productivity, which is already flatlining. He would know, wouldn't he?
Well, I think he's a regular critic of the government, so I don't think there's any surprise here. He's also an orthodox economist, who believes that we should tax investment income less than wage income. And of course that's a recipe for lower growth and higher inequality. So there's simply a difference of economic opinion here.
He would know, though. I mean, this is his wheelhouse.
Well, he's an orthodox economist. I appointed him, actually, to the board. Yeah. And economists disagree all the time, but there's a fundamental disagreement here with him. And the truth is, the government has a strong productivity agenda, which is a growth agenda as well.
Oh, I mean, Treasury's own figures suggest that it's flatlining, unlike what we've seen in the recent past. That's for sure. I mean, and your colleagues, Wayne, are relenting on this so-called widows' tax at the 11th hour. All these backdowns, it just poses the question about whether or not they were prepared for this backlash. There's going to be $1 billion hole in the budget now.
Business investment is really high at the moment. And when you bring a big package on tax reform... Yes, it is. And when you bring a big package of tax reform like this, there's always going to be bits at the edges that'll need to be fine-tuned.
Why would you try and study that?
Because
that investment's going to dry up now.
It's not going to dry up now. It is very strong. And that's sort of one of the facts that just gets glossed over.
I don't know how you say it's very strong.
Because that's what the ABS says.
Small business that are start-up that I have spoken to, basically this has not given them confidence and investor confidence in terms of the way that that this policy or this legislation is being pushed through and rushed through so fast for such a major reform. And I think that is a huge concern. It's definitely, the market is, I don't know where people live. I mean, they must be living in the Canberra bubble, I often say, thinking that this is how it's going to be.
They're at the Bureau of Stats, Di, and they produce the figures, and they're independent.
Wayne, I completely disagree with you. If you're out there on the ground and speaking to businesses, to people, to manufacturing companies, there's no confidence. And the auction rate has gone down according to the Domain report this week.
Well, that's a different issue.
It's really causing such a huge ramification across our economy, from business, from property. People are uncertain. So how can you say that people think that this is the right time to invest? I don't get it.
I think
the reforms to housing are important reforms for the young people in Australia, and they will have a real difference.
We'll see how that plays out, because obviously, look, this budget's gone through now, upper and lower houses, so it's going to be legislation. We'll see how it plays out before the next election, whether the opposition, whoever that might be, overturns it. But let's move on now. And trade unions are reigniting the Voice to Parliament debate, declaring a decision-making body is vital to ending racism in Australia. Wayne, just quickly to you, I wanted to ask whether you think Labor would ever revisit it. I know the Prime Minister has ruled it out. I mean, it certainly wouldn't align with One Nation's so-called monoculture.
We're not revisiting the Voice at all, and that's not what the submission says. They're calling for a representative body. They're not calling necessarily for constitutional change.
It's a similar thing, though, right?
No, it's not a similar thing. Well, the Voice was about constitutional change. And they're arguing for a representative body. But the Prime Minister's made the government's position on this very clear. We're not going down that road. All
right. Meanwhile, a new political party, Community Strong Australia, is taking shape. Di, it so far only has 2 members. Would you consider joining your fellow independents, Ali Steggall and Allegra Spender?
Well, we've got the Western Sydney Community Party out here. That has given me some kind of an idea what to do. But I think people out here in Western Sydney really need, voices in Parliament, not just mine, but to really fight for issues such as cost of living, the increasing energy prices, grocery prices, rent, and now we will see the impact of this legislation in the years to come, how people will be, especially out here in Western Sydney and Southwest Sydney. And I think, we do need, beside the 2 major parties that are, at the moment with the government.
Yeah, so are you going to join? Are you going to join, Di? Is that a yes or a no?
think we definitely need a Western Sydney voice. So that's something that it has sparked an idea in me. So
Okay, all right.
I
Watch this space, hey?
Real news here tonight, this morning.
All right, so we'll pack up that independent tag and join a party, Di. That'll be interesting. Swanee, are you worried about them coming for Labor Heartland?
Not at all. We welcome the contest. We represent working people, and we're going to put our voice forward very strongly in the next couple of years.
It's coming from everywhere, though, Swanee, and I think Di's right. People are kind of fed up with the major parties.
Well, there's a way to the next election.
Especially Labor, you're no longer for the working party, working people. You're not.
Yes, we are, and Di, we're coming for you too.
All right, well, you know what? Let's all gather in unity now, shall we? Let's all gather in unity because the Socceroos are playing at midday. Is that a hint of green in your tie, Swanee, I noticed? Because otherwise, neither of you are being patriotic. I'm in green. Come on, what's going on?
No, I'm just taking the afternoon off like the rest of the country.
Perfect. That's what we want to see. Arvo off for everyone. Go the Socceroos, guys. Thanks so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, you're